Yes, this is major history, and I would like to get into the area of historical biography. Uh, I like to compare and contrast the histories of biographical history, career history of Jefferson Davis and Ulysses S. Grant. Jefferson Davis was the first and only president of the Confederacy. Of course, Ulysses S. Grant, commanding general of the Union armies during the most critical phases of the Civil War period. Grant subsequently was elected President of the United States. The similarity is that both Grant and Davis were career military men by profession. Both served during the Mexican-American War of the 1840s. Jefferson Davis as a regimental commander and was quite successful in his endeavors in Mexico. Ulysses Grant as a junior officer during that period, who also was highly decorated. The similarity begins with the fact that these men became president at various periods of time and apparently were ill-suited for the office of the presidency in their respective jurisdictions. Jefferson Davis proved a very obdurate, overarching president. He had a tendency to interfere with the operations of his field commanders. He was thought of something of a tyrant, obviously in the North, but even in some circles in the South. In Virginia, without a doubt, they held Robert E. Lee in higher esteem than President of the Confederacy Jefferson Davis. On the Union side, Ulysses S. Grant, highly successful, slightly controversial, but ultimately a brilliant general during some critical battles of the Civil War, Vicksburg, and the Northern Virginia campaign, commanding Union armies there until its successful conclusion. And of course, Ulysses S. Grant was later elected president, but unfortunately his tenure was marked by scandal and accusations of incompetence. Uh, he was like the opposite of Jefferson Davis in his administrative operations. He had tended to delegate much authority to his subordinates, many of whom turned out to be unfaithful, incompetent, or even corrupt. So his career, his tenure as president, was not seen as one of the most successful presidential uh, tenures. However, it must be said that he took a very dim and stern view of neo-Confederate paramilitary groups like the Ku Klux Klan and other organizations. And he helped bring to a precipitous decline in their activities, at least temporarily during his tenure in office. For this, he has to be given a lot of credit. even though in other areas of government he proved to be somewhat ineffective. Getting back to Jefferson Davis, as I said before, he's a career military man, and the Confederate cause would have been well served as he stayed if he had stayed in the capacity as a military commander, either at the regiment or corps level. He was out of his element in high executive office, and that proved to be at least one element in the Confederacy eventual downfall. So that's my perspective on General Grant, President Grant, and President of the Confederacy, Jefferson Davis. Please subscribe and like, comment if you care to. Thank you.